Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 8th grade concept of proportional and non-proportional graphs. This is standard 8.5F in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 37 of the 2021 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we've got a graph here, and it just shows a relationship. Doesn't tell us what type of relationship. It is a linear relationship because that is a straight line. And we just need to find a true statement. Just based off this graph, we don't even have any plots, any points plotted, but we could get some there. It looks like they're, for the most part, landing on integers, but we don't really need to. What we need to do is we just need to understand the difference between proportional and non-proportional. Those are our answers here. So we've got two of these answers, C and D, which show reasons why it could be a proportional relationship. We've got two answers, A and B, which show reasons why it could be a non-proportional. They're not going to define that for you. You're going to have to know the definition for proportional and non-proportional. So let's get into our proportional relationships. Unfortunately, these do not have definitions on the mathematics chart. You just got to know this going in. So proportional relationships are represented by this equation y equals kx. We'll also call it direct variation because you have your independent variable x, you multiply it by your k, could be a whole number, could be a decimal, and you get your y. And it is proportional because there's nothing else being added on to the end there. There's nothing else, there's no additions, there's no subtractions, we're not using any exponents, it's just y equals kx. Very simple, independent variable, got your constant which is being used as a coefficient, and your dependent variable. And what that means is that you can actually write these as a proportion, right? So you can actually solve problems that show proportional relationships. You can solve them with proportion if you would rather do that instead of using this equation, because you could do something like that. All right, so non-proportional are obviously going to be slightly different because they're not proportional. And we use a different equation for that. And that is going to be our slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. And so we call that slope-intercept form. And it plots very similarly, but you notice the same, this y equals mx is very close to the y equals kx. The m and the k both represent the slope. There's no real difference between the letters. The difference here is this plus b. So you got that little extra plus b at the end, and that's your y-intercept. And so what that means is if x equals 0, so that's always going to be our big question. What happens if x equals 0? Well, on the proportional relationship, if you make x equals 0, well, k is going to be canceled out, and so y equals 0. But if x equals 0 down here, right, they're going to put that 0x is going to multiply by the m to make it 0, and you're stuck with the b that's left over because that's just a plus b. That 0 doesn't cancel out that b. So y equals b, and that's your y-intercept. That's why it's a plus b. Now, how does that help us here? Well, if this graph right here, look at this, 0, 0, that's the origin. This does not pass through the origin. So let's see what these are. Non-proportional relationship because the graph has a negative slope. Non-proportional relationship because the graph does not contain the origin. Well, it definitely does not contain the origin because if x is 0, y is going to equal b. So that might be it right there. C, the graph shows a proportional relationship because the x and y intercepts both contain 7. No, the only thing about proportional relationship is that it's containing the origin. Shows proportional relationship because the graph passes through 3 quadrants. No, that doesn't make any difference. So it's non-proportional, and it's because of right here it does not contain the origin b.